I'm relaxing in what peace I have left, and what I try to establish in death, in my own death, to find some type of solace from what my kind are subjected to, or what the kind that looks like me are subjected to, that I have been subjected to because I look like them. And it's nerve wracking, and it's breathtaking, and not in a good way. And it's something beyond your control, and it's something that nobody can answer to, because nobody will answer correctly. Nobody will do the right thing in what they face, that they are not, that they find themselves less than, that they do not want to acknowledge, and where they find a pursuit in something they should, they leave behind the whole meaning and purpose. And my family, they have been extremely ignorant to that truth for myself, as they attempt to pick up those in the family that are willing to speak on it, and not speak against it, but just speak on it, just to have something to make their argument and debate to what they're going through, which I don't do, nor do I like to. Excuse me. Which is why I always go to the properly employed people. Why I always find officials, representatives, and others that should be able to verify these things, that now at this point have turned their back on me, because at one point they did not do so, and the others found themselves not wrong, but in the same situation that I am, but have, to this point established themselves enough to kind of take themselves back to a point where they can keep themselves safe, which I couldn't do for myself, because, I was in that um, haphazardly, uh, and I find myself tongue tied again, like I said, always, because it's not something that's easy to speak on or against. And where you find yourself against it, it's more so being in it in a way that, I'm not wrong. It's just a matter of taking that stance and position to hold strong in what's right, and not give in to what's wrong. But I'm not sure my family ever understood that, where their life was secret, and they came here in a time where their existence was extremely imminent to prominence. I understood wholeheartedly where something was taken from them that they'll never get back, no matter what they do. You can't go back to where you were, no matter what you have, and no matter what you know. And where you go, where you don't turn your back on from where you're from, it doesn't make a difference to be subjected to judgment that does not sit justified in itself. It's more so subjectification in its simplest and most complex forms. Um, this is hard for me, and it's a little awkward to tell my family that I am them, and what they did not experience with me, that officials and representatives have, and those who were properly employed have experienced with me, they did not. And to have me identified improperly and inappropriately has caused extreme disruption, calm chaos, and will result and does result in mayhem. And I am against that as well. Because I'm an American. At the end of the day, I'm an American. And at the end of the day, they, uh, didn't just go through Americanization. Because that's more so privy to a social standard that they are not accustomed. But in what it is, in my respect, is the fact that I have taken on an American citizenship that I hold dear to myself, that obligation finds where I don't like to put subjectification to it. There is meaning and purpose in it that I didn't attempt to run away from, but it's not something that I can uphold myself, because the people that verified and confirmed who I am and what I'm capable and everything like that, they are the ones that are obligated and responsible to meet accountability that I can't, that I make every day an effort to do, but it just doesn't seem to matter. And where my family had found itself in alliance and in respects, more so in respects to NASA and the agency, and they were right with themselves, and they are right with themselves as long as those respects are right with them. Those are the same places I am right with as well. But they are not obligated to do anything in particular. But at this point, I feel they are. Not many people go through this. Not many people find themselves in the situation where they have to answer to something above themselves that they do not ask for. And this is where they found themselves. And I'm not sure, just like them, if I am numb to it. I'm not sure if, just like them, I just answer that call. And I'm not sure if just like them and how that's done. And the way they've done it to me was very quietly. At first, not so much. But with all of these disputes and debate to what is accurate and what is inaccurate, I feel they have no qualm and no quarrel to whatever people want to argue. It's impossible. What's right is right. So no matter what is inaccurate in everybody else, where they are accurate and where I had identified with as much, that will always be so. So in order to correct those things that people got wrong, they're going to have to refer to the things that these people knew that I identified with and acknowledged at a young age that I still do today. So there is no argument. But in what I shouldn't be living, I live anyway. And if for nothing else, I just wanted my child to know, your mother wasn't what you thought. And for the people around me, I wish you could have known me that way, but these things aren't normal conversation, and they aren't things that you easily share. And I'm saying it in a way that is safe, and I'm saying it in a way that is acceptable, so that I can have some peace of mind and some calm and feeling uprooted again, where I attempted to have peace and where I try to find normalcy in being a young adult. Lord forbid I made that much attempt where I would be as normal as everyone else, but I guess that is not that's just not what I'm allowed to have, and that much is wrong. And maybe it's right in one way that those things don't satisfy me. Attempting to have somebody in my life that doesn't satisfy me intellectually, emotionally, or mentally I know that that breaks me down. I know that it takes from me in such a way that that's the way life has been for a long time, because who I was taken from me. Had they let me live open as who I am and what I was and what I am, which is the same, I probably would have thrived. And what's taken from me that I have to sit in the realization of every single second of every single day is what takes my breath away. It's what makes me feel more than absent in myself, and that is less than mental. That's more than heartbreaking. There, I'm communicating something that is personal and private because my time is up. There have been times where I went to wake up out of my sleep and I couldn't. I don't know if anybody knows what that feels like, but I've gone to wake up out of my sleep and you can feel yourself not wake up. You can honestly, what it feels like is that you're waking up, but you're not waking up. It's like you go to wake up and you're physically stunned. And I've been tased before, so if anybody else knows what that feels like, and a cop will know me in this, it's like you're sleeping in a dead sleep and you're being tased in your sleep, and you go to wake up and you feel the tase and you can't wake up all the way. So you feel just the tase feeling, and you go to open your eyes and you go to feel sense again, and you can't feel sense. You can't smell, you can't see, you can't hear, and all you feel like you're doing is pushing past your physical back into your physical to just wake up again just so you can see. At the very least, just so you can see. And I've had that more than once. So I know I'm dying. I know that I'm feeling something that I can't stop. And I guess thank the Lord I look good, right? At least I'm in my casket to you guys, I look good. But cremation, maybe? I don't even know. For the people that created me, you know, not as a lab experiment, but one of the first successful in vitro births, there's got to be a way to put me to rest respectably. And I don't even know what that means. But I do know that I can't believe that it's real. And they can prove it. An MRI, CT, X-rays, everything they look at. I'm dying. And life wasn't worth living. And everything that everybody took from me, if they would have just let me live with it, I might have been directed and guided the right way. And what was taken from me, I have now. And it's why I want life so much. You would think it would be the opposite, but it's not. Because I'm living with the knowledge and experience and the ability and capability to understand beyond myself and everything that I've ever wanted, anything that any human being would ever want. And the calm and peaceness, or the calm and peace and resolve, and the solitude and everything that is tranquility that you go to search and find in death, I have by accident. Or I just have because I was born to have it, and now I don't want to die. Now I don't want to die. And I'm not sure what that matters. Can you guys imagine going to wake up and being stuck in yourself, being stuck in like a physical state where you know that there's only two options, whether you're gonna wake up or you're never gonna wake up again. I think I've accepted death, but I haven't accepted life as it is. And that's the sick part. That's the sad part.